Okay guys, thank you so much for coming out today. I wanted to talk to you today about art, but more specifically fluid acrylic art. But for one, art itself has very different mediums. It has a wide range. You can have art and it can mean different things to different people, okay? Now when you're talking about art, it can range from the different techniques that you use, the different mediums that you use, the different paints, drawings, pencils, can be whatever you want it to be. But today what I'm going to focus on is fluid acrylics. First things first, what's fluid acrylics? Well, fluid acrylics it came after normal acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is very, I don't want to say dense, but it's thick. So when you're painting with it, it kind of sticks to your paintbrush as you're going across the canvas. It's kind of clumpy. Now, Golden is a company that I'll be talking about today, but Golden they made fluid acrylic paints, and people wrote back all these comments about them. And what they were saying is that they would like a paint that is more water-based, more liquidy, it's easier to move across the canvas. They did exactly that. That's what they did. So they went into it and they made fluid acrylic paints. They're the main supplier of fluid acrylics. Now, what they did is they created this. It's more liquidy, it's got more viscosity, so it really moves across the paper very nicely and very smoothly. Now, when you're using fluid acrylics, there's all these different techniques that you can use. It doesn't really matter which one you use, but I'm going to discuss 4 today. The first one that I'd like to discuss is using it in a spray can. So, spray can gun necessarily. Now, so you have your spray can gun. You can take your fluid acrylics, you can pour it in, you can attach it, and you can spray it like a spray can. You spray it on, and it's more watercolor based than it is paint. So it sticks on, but it can also roll down your canvas as you're doing it. So you have to be careful when you're using this technique because it can be very messy. Now, the second technique that I'd like to discuss is very simple. It's paint. You can use a paintbrush. Very simple. You can use a paintbrush, but it won't clump on your paintbrush like normal acrylics. It'll move much more easy. Now, the third technique I'd like to discuss is actually the one I'm going to be demonstrating, so I'm going to push it off for like just another minute. I'm going to skip on to the next technique. The next technique is one that I have done a lot of research on, and I'm excited to try it myself one day, but it uses string in a book and fluid acrylics. Now, what you do is you have your flip book, you open it up. You can take white fluid acrylic or whatever color you would like, cover it. Now what you do is you take strings. You have other color fluid acrylics in cups. You put these strings in the cup and you let it soak for a couple minutes. Take the strings out, lay it on your page in whatever pattern, fashion that suits you. It does not matter. You can close the book afterwards, pull the string out slowly, sit it aside, open it up, and it creates a really cool and unique pattern. Very water-like. It flows through. It almost looks like a flower when you look at it. It really does. But so the final and last technique that I'd like to show you uses almost the same concept as the string, but there is no string. You have your canvas. I'm going to go ahead and jump on into the demonstration. You have a canvas. You have your fluid acrylics. You can use any colors that you would like, but it's as simple as a 3-step process. First step, have all your stuff. Now, the second step, you open up the fluid acrylics, you have them ready. You can pour them onto the canvas in whatever pattern or fashion that you would like, but make sure that there's enough of it to cover the canvas. You can use any color you'd like, mix it up however you please. I'm going to use this dotted technique. You can do lines, you can do triangles, you can do shapes, you can do whatever pattern you want to do. You pour on your colors. And that's step 2. Step 3, the final step, is you literally just, you turn it, and you can watch the acrylics go across the page. Yes, this is very messy. You're gonna get messy, make sure you have a way to clean it up. I like to take it from corner to corner to corner because it creates almost like a circular flow. But as you can see, it's very liquidy, it's very water-like. It moves very well. I have done this with normal acrylics, by just mixing in water, it works to a degree. It does not work as well as fluid acrylics does. You just rotate it around, you can shake it to move, and you go to all the corners, and that is all you have to do for this technique. So that is the end of my demonstration. I really do appreciate y'all listening today. I hope that you have learned some cool and new things that you might not have known before. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.